everyone, welcome back to the Road to 2000. Let's have another game. Let's have a shorter game today, 10-minute game. Alright, d4, we play d5. And we've got a London system. To be honest, I really don't know that much theory and what to play. I expect queen to here and probably something like this, and then we will play, I think, e6 and be happy. But I'm not sure. Right, queen there, and it's queen trade. It's a queen trade. Then we will just push the pawn and think. I have seen a position where we even sacrifice the rook. I don't know. It's early in the morning. Much about it, to be honest. Okay, the first thing I will do, now you need to think push. They are probably going to play this. Maybe let's play bishop to here. I don't know. Yeah, no, I even can, if I play this, they play this, I can push. To take like this, we take the rook. And if they take like this, we can take with the knight. If they take like this, we can again take the rook. So let's push. There's no issue at the moment. They can push here, but we can just take, and now this pawn is defended. The idea is that I think in this case we push, take, we take, and then this is hanging, and we will play bishop here and knight to here. So let's push. Just going to push. I think. After this game, let's analyze this position a bit more. It's a really interesting. Okay. And now where I was thinking about is what to play now. Now we can play a rook to here, but they can counterattack. So I am thinking about first playing bishop to here, stopping anything from going to here, and now we can play rook to here. Alright, let's play rook to here. I think that's a good move. And now I don't know what to do. I'm just thinking about completing development, castle, and be happy. Yeah, 10-0 is just actually blitz, you could say, with just a little bit more time. Who is better in this position? I don't know. To be honest, I think black is a little bit better, but not that much. The reason is we have a really strong bishop here. It's extremely strong. I think that white needs to play knight h4, so we will play h6 next move before we play bishop e7, because if it doesn't play knight to here, this bishop will just plays knight to here. Idea of what is the idea of knight to there? I think his idea is quite simple. He wants to take my knight. I have to take back. And this knight supports actually this pawn break. So I think it's better to take here. You will have to take back with something. Take back with the pawn, I will play knight to here and attack this pawn again. And also the knight, so probably knight takes, bishop takes, and I think we are really fine here. I can throw the bishop back and play bishop here and castle, and set my knight, my other rook here, and we are totally winning. Alright, he plays that. Okay, let's play bishop here and let's castle. Be fine. Okay, I think that we have a better position at the moment. Loan system. Really don't like it. I don't like to play it, and I don't like to play against it. It's so a weird structure you get in those positions. It's not standard, and it is a little bit. It's also passive, but it's also not passive. Alright, he attacks now my... Oh, of course. Wait a sec, I can take... He can take back, but I can take and I have a tempo on the bishop. So if I take, he will take here. I'll take here. He takes here. It's really interesting, to be honest. Huh. So he says that Well, what about a rook sacrifice? What about castle? Knight takes, bishop takes, and right. This bishop is really strong. We are going to go to here. So his rook needs to move probably to here or something. Then bishop to here. His rook is trapped, so I can castle. And after take, his rook is more or less attacked. He will need to move it to somewhere. The only move actually is to go here, where then I can play this, attack this rook. This rook needs to move. Only way is actually to play here, because now I don't have this move. So rook to here is also fine, I mean. So castle, take, rook to here, I attack, rook to here, but now I play this and I attack again this rook. This rook needs to move, and now I play. No, I can't play bishop here because he has rook to here. But then I can play rook to here, attacking this pawn, and this pawn can't be defended. So I get 2 pawns, a passer, 2 passers, and the dominating position. So yeah, why not? I think this is a good exchange sacrifice, because I removed a defender of his dark squares. This bishop isn't doing really that much. You can trade it off, of course, but it doesn't really do that much. And I'm going to take those 2 pawns probably, and have 2 passers with a really nice rook this file, also taking that bishop here. So I think I am completely winning. Alright, he takes, yeah, of course, now I can move somewhere. To be honest, I must say, I really don't really understand that well, why he gave up his bishop. My knight wasn't doing that much at the moment. Okay, plays that. That's what I expected. Now we will go probably rook to here. Where I will play bishop takes, rook to here, and now rook to here, and I'm going after this pawn, and there's really nothing he can do about it. I'm winning 2 pawns back with a dominating position, so it's actually as good as GG. I think this is completely winning. I think white can't do anything. I have more space, I have active pieces, better pieces you can say. I think the thing that white needs to do is do an exchange sacrifice back. I think white needs to sacrifice his own rook and just defend this pawn here, and let me march up my king to somewhere like this, and white needs to defend. I think this is a beautiful exchange sec. I hope. Hopefully the computer will approve. that's always of course the risk with those positions. Does the computer approve? Alright, indeed he does sec his rook as I expected. Alright, now let's go to here and let's dominate his position. Alright, now let's go to here. He can't defend both of them. I think my opponent will soon will resign. I have the better pieces, so alright, let's play bishop back. Alright, nice. So I will play this, he will go here, I will go here. Yeah, we will have that a little game, of course. Alright, now his idea is to play, of course, this, but I don't really understand. I will now take all those pawns. Alright, so I will play this. Now we can go here, but then I play this and have an attack on his bishop. Now we can play this, but I can go here. He goes forward. Interesting move. If I play this, interesting. I don't know what his idea is. Let's play pawn to here. I have a straightforward idea. I want to play my bishop here and trade. Maybe a trade like this, then take here and win this position with 2 passes. Well, then I have a rook maybe he will probably sack his rook for one of my pawns, and then I have a rook for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pawns, and I have 1, 2, 3, probably 4, 5 pawns. Alright, let's play bishop to here is the idea. Okay, it doesn't want to play. It takes my pawn here. Okay, now I have this. I expect maybe rook to here, attacking my pawn. No. Okay, now it's a race of who is first. This is really interesting. I will need to take this pawn. Yep. This is really interesting. It takes my pawn here, but I think that I can check, and I will push. He will probably need to sack his bishop. I will take his bishop, and this is GG. There's nothing he can do. This is a completely winning position, of course. This pawn is hanging, of course. This is protected. Alright, he has a trick, of course. If I take this, he has this move. So, in that case, let's push. Alright, my opponent is still playing. This is a completely winning game. This is how you destroy the London system, I think. Okay, let's look at the game review. Not the best way to learn from your games, but good enough if we understand. Alright, I played with a 92. Nice. Okay, really nice. Okay, I made a mistake and some inaccuracies, but let's see, this is all theory, of course. And yep, and this move is indeed the best. So h3 is weird. Alright, this is fine. Alright, I need to play my rook first, then probably my bishop, but I didn't want to see a rook coming to here at the moment, so I think it's fine. And now I play this, so I have my pressure on the pawns, and this is fine, but that's what I said. I probably had to play h6, where after he has knight h4, I have bishop h7. And here I am really good, I have a lot of pressure on the pawns. I have a really strong bishop, it's incredible strong. So yeah, so here he had indeed knight to h4. And the computer even says g4, and then probably knight to here. It's about the same. Now it says king to here, so yeah, I think this is indeed the way quite needed to play. But yeah, after this, oh, this is equal. I really thought that it was a really interesting exchange sack. So I'm going from -2. I did that, but I need to go back. Fine. Yeah, let's play h6. To be honest, the white king is weak in this position, and indeed white's pieces are a little bit cramped. That's okay. To play this is really wild. That's why you need to go here. But this pawn is always an attack. Bishop takes, I think. Yeah, bishop takes, rook takes. Yeah, okay. So the computer wanted me to back off, have some pressure here, and if white goes crazy on the and wants white to go crazy on the king side to attack, but I think that yeah, the thing that white needs to do is he needs to give back his exchange, and in this case white is going to put pressure on my pieces, so you needed to go indeed rook to here. Okay, and then we were equal. That's the issue. He could give his rook back. If he gave his rook back the right way here, then white is fine and is actually a little bit better even, I think. But yeah, from this point on, we are completely winning. This was my idea, just to totally dominate. Yeah, and from this point, yeah. Now I'm threatening this pawn. I'm also threatening to promote. So yeah, to go up and to go to promoting, and yeah, this is completely lost. I'm a pawn and a bishop up. Right. So let's analyze this key position. So my rook sack was not the right idea. So I need to go back off just somewhere here, for example. And alright, now we won't play. Okay, what if he goes back? I'll come in with my bishop. That's the idea. Alright, now the rook needs to move. Why to there? Let's go here. My bishop comes in, and I take the pawn here. Okay, wow. So the idea of me sacking my rook gave him the chance to have a counter attack on this diagonal, where my rook isn't here anymore to pressure this pawn and to come with an attack on the bishop. So here he could have, I think, just played this. Take, and but now I have just chances of playing my knight here, put some pressure on this pawn. And now we are a little bit better, but not that much. So let's see, takes, and I need to take then his rook here. Bishop takes probably I was thinking about, but now I can just put my rook here and I'm winning this pawn back. Rook takes, king takes, and now we have pressure on this pawn, and pawn needs to be different, something like this. But then we get what we had in the game, my rook that is totally pressuring those two pawns, and where we will just win a pawn and probably the game. This pawn, I will bring my king probably into the game along this side, and I will break through. That's the idea. Alright, I think that's what. Alright, so I should have taken the rook and then we are fine. So actually my rook sacrifice was alright if I took his rook now back. Then I had still a little bit pressure, but indeed just go rook back. And the question is, what does black play? For example, a4, or let's say it's something else, a6. The idea is quite simple. We can take the pawn is defended, but the computer says just walk the king. Just walk the king. I think I go back. For example, king to here. I think I will walk the king to c6. c6 is alright. No, it's inaccurate. Play b5. Stopping a4. And now I play king to c6, I think. No, just double up the rooks. The king is fine here. It's better here than on g2 for the endgame. And now he wants to take the bishops. Alright, let's take the bishops. And now let's take, I think, this pawn. He will take. Rook to here, attack my pawn, but now I can go king to here and take. And the issue is that I will need to defend this pawn. And I have all the time in the world to play. This pawn is a weakness. I will conquer it. I have a passer, and he will probably take his rook for my pawn here, and I'm completely winning. Right. So yeah, okay. And then one other slight inaccuracy was is here, so I need to play rook to here. And now my issue that I thought was what happens after rook to here. We take this pawn. They take my pawn, and then we play rook to here. Bishop needs to block, only move. Oh, of course, this pawn is defended by the bishop. What am I saying? Am I stupid? This pawn is defended by the bishop still. So you can just take this pawn and I'm a pawn up. Alright. So after I play, I have now rook to here and I can play b4, b5 I mean. This is okay. But let's first of all the pieces. I again play rook to here, but why can't he play this? Defending the pawn. I play bishop to here, I will castle. Okay, what knight for here for example, right? Just b5 and just put pressure on those weak pawns. Alright, and now instead of e6, what happens after bishop to here? Oh, alright, bishop to there is also root, is fine. Knight to here, I think we play a6. But now he has a chance to play a5. Now it's a little bit more tricky, I think. Yeah, white is probably here. Alright, hanging on. Maybe even a little bit. Black is a little bit better, I think, of course, but taking my rook and alright. My bishops are better than his bishop, but the position is locked and yeah, better. It's a little bit of a stretch, of course. Can't he just take? No, I have bam. So bishop back. I am thinking about a small move, king to here. Just this. Yeah, okay, this is a good move. No real issue, but just push the pawn. He says, don't do anything rash. Bishop back to here, round to here, right? Can double the rooks. Yeah, we'll probably play this and this, and I take the pawn. I can play rook to here. Play something like this of this. Wait, this, then bishop to here, taking the pawn and then going off the pawn. You see, this is a really closed position, hard to play, but we did all right. We did an exchange tech, so I'm happy. So this was this was a move. Alright. Thank you for watching and see you next time.